Jim can rake the yard in 24 minutes. His little brother Jerry can rake the yard in 36 minutes. And if they work together, how long will it take them to rake the yard? And we have four choices here. All right? Now let's look at our first sentence here. Jim can rake the yard in 24 minutes. Well, what if he only works 1 minute? What part of the yard did he rake? Okay? If he only works 1 minute, you're going to take 1 divided by that 24. 1/24th of the yard is the part he can rake in 1 minute. Now Jerry rakes it in 36 minutes. So what part of the yard can Jerry rake in 1 minute? 1/36th. So you see, in Jim's case, we're dividing 1 by the time. Okay? You're dividing by the time, aren't you? Dividing by the 24. In Jerry's case, we're taking 1 and dividing it by the 36. All right? Now, so let's let X equal the number of minutes to rake the yard if they work together. Okay? X is how long it takes them both if they work together to rake that yard. All right? Okay, now, what part of the yard can they rake in 1 minute? Okay? Now, when it was Jim's, we did 1 divided by 24. When it was Jerry's, we divided 1 by 36. So now, assuming X is the number of minutes, we're going to take 1 and we're going to divide it by X. We're always dividing by the time. And if the time is X, then we say 1 over X is the time it takes. X is the time it takes, so 1 over X is the part of the yard they can rake in 1 minute. So we start off with Jim's part of the yard. He's raking in 1 minute. And we put in Jerry's part that's raking 1 minute. Put them together, and we have the part of the yard that they rake together. So this is the formula. This is the equation. We divide it by 24. We divide it by 36. And add them together, and you say, well, that's 1 divided by the time, X. Okay? All right, so that's the formula. And what we're going to do now, we're going to multiply everything through by X. Okay? What we're trying to do is get rid of this X on the bottom. We do not like having an X in the denominator. So I'm going to take the reciprocal of 1 over X, which is X over 1. I'm going to multiply everything through by X over 1. So now I have X times 1 is X, and 1 times 24 is 24. X times 1 is X. 1 times 24 is 24, plus X times 1 is X, and 1 times 36 is 36. Here this equals, and X over X is what? The X's cancel, don't they? Equals 1. All right. Copy that up here. Let's space it out a little bit. Space these things out a little bit, because we're going to put the common denominator, okay, which is going to be 72. That's the least common denominator, 72. Multiply 72 here, here, and here. Put 72 on all three of those. 72 here, here, and here. And you might as well make 72 look like a fraction while you're at it. 72 over 1, 72 over 1, 72 over 1. All we're doing is multiplying by 72. Okay? Put that up there. Copy it down again. And now we can cancel these two, can't we? We can cancel this one and this one, can't we? Why? Because 24 goes into 72 3 times. 24 goes into 24 1 time. And then we're going to cancel these two. Divide both of these by what? 36? 36 into 72 is 2. 36 into 36 is 1. And this just gives you 72. All right? That's just 72. Now, 3 times X, and you have 1 for a denominator. We don't have to write the 1. That's 3 times X. And this is plus 2 times X. And that equals the 72 I was talking about. So now I have 3x and 2x makes 5x. And I'm going to divide by the coefficient 5. Divide this by 5. Divide this by 5. When you take 72 divided by 5, x is going to be 14.4. Keyword here is approximately, so I can pick which one of these is closest to 14.4. We're going to say 14 is the answer because it's approximately 14.